Hi, my name is Kevin, and today I'm going to show you a tutorial on the spiral armbar. This is for the Warrior Collective. With me now is my assistant Mark Rowler, who's the kickboxing instructor here at the gym. Okay, so if you line your back for me. I'm a huge fan of this armbar technique. It's quite sneaky, and often people don't even realise that they're in it, or they don't see it coming. Essentially, what I'm looking for is a trigger position. So, any way I can to find my partner's way to get that arm from here into my hip. This now tells me that I could attempt this armbar. It's also a setup for the triangle, which is a far more popular technique. I say popular because it's more widely known. But these are a few of the setups that I use for the spiral armbar that work very well for me. I'm going to start with my partner in mount. If I turn you this way. Cool. Now most people won't just expose their elbows, so I'm going to reach underneath my partner's head, just going to put 2 fingers in his armpit, just there, just so I'm attached to the body, and I'm just going to encourage him to lift his arm up onto my shoulder. So to do this, I'll just drop my weight back and I'm just going to smear my shoulder into his jaw or his face there, and this is all too common. Yeah, they'll reach up just to take the pressure off. As soon as I feel that, that's my trigger. I'm going to take my right knee and slide my right leg up under his hip. Once I'm here now, I don't need my hand any longer to hold his arm, so I'm going to position my belly over his bicep. Now it's going to try to move around now, and I'm simply just going to control him by keeping my belly to my chest. Okay, next position from here, I'm going to grab his wrist with my left arm. I'm going to take my leg and I'm going to pop it into his neck. I'm going to transfer weight to my left arm, and I'm going to slide my leg out, and then up, and then settle down into position. Again, I like to hold the hip because it stops people from doing a hitchhiker escape the other way. To finish the armbar here, I'll simply bridge in, or you can post your hands and adjust, but this is a very secure position. Once I get here, I'll often just sit and wait. I'll let him struggle, move around, pretty much do whatever he wants. Yeah? I feel very secure that I can finish it from here. If he does sit up into me, like really drives hard, my left leg's there to stop him, or if I start to lose balance and he starts to sit up, I'll simply pull him in to a triangle shape. So foot to hip, find my angle, lock in the triangle, cinch my knees, and then apply the pressure. Okay, so if we look back from the other direction. So from mount, I'm going to put a little pressure on my partner's face. As he lifts his arm to protect it, I drive up really high. Transfer my belly to my knee. Left hand pushes his wrist. Base out on my hands to take the weight off my leg. Switch by flaring my foot out, and then lift my knee. Drop back into position. There's my spiral armbar. Okay, as I say, if he does sit up into me, my first line of defense is my leg, or failing that, as he sits up, control the head, post your foot on the hip, and find your angle. I'll credit Jeff Glover with this because he always calls the technique a triangle, not a try in front of the guy. It was a very good coaching point to help to remember that whenever you set your triangle, try to move up to 90, so you're looking into one of your partner's ears, pinch your knee in first, and then right. Now another common setup I use for this, as I said, it's essentially all I'm looking for is that arm in my hip. So a common side control escape that people use is they'll work this underhook. So as he starts to work the underhook and starts to lift it, I'm going to raise up and pinch my elbow to my hip. I'm not going to overhook because it will get in my way. Yeah? More time, so as he turns and lifts, raise up and pinch. At the same time, step my foot around to the back of his shoulder. Yeah? Keep pressure on. Now I'm just going to transfer my weight from my right foot, sit, and then fall down again to hit my armbar. Yeah. I'll do that from the back as well, so you can see. Here in position, and I start to feel that underhook coming in. Instead of fighting, I go with it. Circle my hips. Yeah, his arm is already pushed into his neck, so I lift my left leg. Base on my hand, and sit into position to catch my armbar. One other position I found recently, it's exactly the same technique, but it's another setup for it. If you back, it's from the arm triangle. So again, I'm in a kind of high mount. I pop the elbows across, use my belly to smack. So I'm looking to set up an arm triangle, and I feel my partner starting to go to the ants and the phone defense. So he's gonna push on his elbow with his free hand. Yeah, so this hand posts on this one to make it harder for me to apply the pressure. I could go ahead with my arm triangle, but instead what I do is I drop back to mount, I slide my right knee up, push the arm down, and again, switch back to my spiral armbar. That side. So again, I'm here, I'm high, I'm just going to force my partner's arm across, settle down, switch my arm position, and I feel this elbow drive into my head. So I now know that his left arm is high and helping to frame against it. If he didn't frame against it, this arm wouldn't be enough to stop my submission. Yeah, but I feel this frame here. So I'm going to take my right leg, slide it up very, very high, push his wrist down, up over his neck, and then slide backwards. One arm. Okay, thank you for watching this tutorial on the spiral armbar. For more information on myself or the gym, please visit www.conceptgym.com or puregrappling.com. And for more tutorials or videos like this, then visit the Warrior Collective. Thank you very much.